Hayden supposedly dead. Danny talking about they trafficking people. Preston done met a new black girl already, man. What's good, y'all? It's the episode 2 trailer breakdown with your good sis, Erica Vane, right here on Erica Vane TV. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications because you're going to love this video. And then you also going to want to watch other videos and you don't want to miss any of my new videos. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. As mentioned in this video, I am going to be breaking down the episode 2 trailer from season 4 of Tyler Perry's Sistas. Y'all, Hayden's dead. He ain't dead. If you missed it, y'all, I'm holding this. Like, I don't care what little dream sequence, flashback, nightmare, fantasy, whatever Tyler is trying to do, I'm not falling for it because we saw they released a BTS video probably like a week after they, had the season 3 finale, which the season 3 finale was only 2 weeks ago. So it's been a very short time in between seasons, y'all. And they have filmed this quite a while. Like, they finished filming this, I think, back in early October. But the BTS video showed Hayden on crutches, showed Hayden, or the character that plays Hayden, Chris Warren, with Andi and Fatima in the parking garage. So there's definitely going to be conversations there. We saw Fatima breaking out all of the windows within his car later on in the season. So Hayden is not dead. Now, is he unconscious? Maybe. And honestly, I'm going to do a full video to talk about is Hayden dead and to break down all of the reasons why I feel like he's not dead, because I feel like we about to tie Andi and Gary into this because Gary has something to do with finding him. And if you want to check out that video, I'll link it in the description box down below as well as the cards above. So go ahead and watch that video next. But after we get that little moment in the trailer where they're talking about that, the receptionist runs in and tells Andi and Fatima that they found Hayden dead in the parking garage. Then we cut to Q, who said that he turned them in and they're going to kill him. Sir, turn who in? Who? Who is this master crime family, mob, people, group, whatever you thought you was working for when you decided to sleep with Maurice and then hold him at gunpoint and then take him to the bank to try to rob the bank for all that they had? Who? Who was the mastermind behind that bullshit ass plan but you? Just you, sir. So, like, I get that we're trying to make fetch happen, Gretchen, but no. Like, I really, really, really do not like the Q and Maurice storyline. Like, I feel like it's the most unnecessary, unfulfilling, uninspired storyline that we have seen. And mind you, I've struggled with Calvin and Sabrina. I struggle with Danny and Preston, but even they are, they got a little bit of zhuzh to them in season 4. Like, I'm like, all right, I can pay attention to this, but I still cannot pay attention to Q. How did you go to jail yesterday? You getting out today? You flipping on some random mythical people that you said are now going to come and kill you. And what? Maurice is supposed to help? Maurice is supposed to put you in shelter? He ain't witness protection. Didn't you just flip on somebody? Don't the DA got some witness protection for you to go to? Sir, go ahead, take your behind to Utah somewhere and become K. I don't know. Like, what do you want from Maurice? Stop calling him. Maurice, why do you keep answering the damn phone? Like, I'm very confused. Bewildered, if you will. Like, this absolutely makes no sense. But we're going to see in this episode, Q is going to come out of jail or be getting out of jail. And whether we like it or not, y'all, I definitely think that Maurice is going to try to take him in. It makes absolutely no sense. I believe, or at least I thought, that Maurice was a stronger character than this. I thought that he was a more secure and confident character than this, but we're about to see him, I think, spiral downward in his insecurities, in feeling unloved. And honestly, I just hate to see it for him, honestly. Maurice deserves better. I'm totally here for getting into this whole Maurice and his dad storyline and where some of his insecurities come from and going down that road. But if we gotta do it through Q, then y'all can go ahead and keep it if you ask me. Let me know what y'all thinking right now about more recent Q storyline. But then from there, y'all, we get to go back to the airport with Miss Danny, who has just laid everybody out. She done told Preston what it is and what it ain't in last episode. She done got her boss Howard together because he ain't taking this seriously and she thinks it's just a trafficker in the place. The actual trafficker was trying to hit on her and she shut him down. El Fuego turned up there and he's like, yo, we going on a date tonight. She shut him down. So Danny's on the road and she ain't taking no So when the girl gets off of the airplane, she confronts Logan, the guy that she thinks is trafficking young girls. And in this trailer, we get to see her throw her shoe when he tries to run off. So in my initial preview, y'all, I thought that this was the actual undercover agent, because if y'all missed it, I did the 20 new characters that we're going to see this season in Sistas. I did a video breakdown to talk about all of them because their casting notice was released. So if you want to know, or if you want the spoilers of some of the characters that we can expect to enter their world, you can go ahead and watch that video. But one of the people is an undercover cop that that is at the airport as well. So I thought that the guy was an undercover cop and it's not an actual trafficker, and Danny's going to be wrong, and I mentioned that in my preview video. However, it doesn't make sense for him to run off if he was actually a cop. Like, undercover cops should know how to get out of situations a little bit smoother than that. So the fact that he runs off, I'm like, okay, maybe he is a trafficker. And I know some of y'all mentioned in the comment section of the video, like, if Danny said that they were trained to be able to spot it, then y'all should just believe that she was able to spot it. And I was like, okay, cool, I can totally see that. We didn't see any visible evidence, or to me it didn't seem like it was going that route. It felt like Danny kind of like decided that this man was trafficking, and then he was. So that's a qualm, not necessarily about Danny and her character, but I guess about the writing specifically for that, because I don't think that it was actually clear or set up well for it to be believable. But here we are. So we see in the trailer Danny is throwing her shoe, cracks this man over the head with it, and he falls. So I guess they're going to apprehend him, and we're going to definitely get the full story. I don't think that we're going to see this part of the storyline go too much further in the season. So by the end of episode 2, at the most the top of episode 3, we'll be done with this whole Danny and the human trafficker storyline, I guess. And then after that, kind of tied to Danny, but at Karen's salon, because they got customers now, honey, and one of the customers happens to be the new girl that's dating Preston, the new black girl, y'all. Not you out here choosing Preston. And where did you find this young lady at so quickly? Like, yes, I wanted Preston to choose himself and to walk away and to know his worth and all of that, but are you only dating black women? Now we're about to, I feel like, get all the characterization that is going to tie to what Danny described beforehand. We're about to get this now. So now we're about to see Preston fetishizing black women. Now we're about to see Preston, I guess, standing in his white privilege. And I'm so annoyed by that thought, y'all, because like I said in that video, I did a video where I break down, is Danny right about Preston? So check it out if you haven't already. It's up on the channel. I go deep into what happened with that scene, because she gave so many reasons and thoughts and concerns behind their relationship and why it wasn't working out. And I wasn't necessarily buying all of it, because I didn't feel like all of it was true to Preston. But now with him choosing, like, this is now that same night or the next day that he is out with a new black woman, I'm like, oh, now Tyler's really about to, this is the direction that they're going in. So they didn't give us the character development before, but they're going to take his character in that way to try to line up with all of the things that Danny said. And I hate that for Preston's character, because I thought that he was a really nice guy. But we finna see it, and you know what? I'm nosy, so I'm actually excited to see what he got to say once Karen sees him. Doesn't he know that's Karen's salon? Or no, maybe he doesn't, because Preston has only interacted with Zach of all of the friends, aside from Sabrina, like, running in at Danny's house. So he has never even met Karen. He wouldn't have known that that was Karen's salon. Okay, so that makes sense. It's about to be some smoke in the city, child. Sabrina and Calvin are dead set on setting Maurice up, so we get a moment in the trailer where we get to see her at the bank telling him, you're gonna have fun, and Calvin, opens the door for him to come in, and then Maurice looks shocked in the trailer. And I'm gonna just go ahead and say, I think he's shocked because the man is just so drop dead gorgeous and amazing. I hope it's not because he's a complete dud, but this is Tyler Perry, so it could be that he's a complete dud and he ain't gonna want to go on this dang on date. And I'm just like, child, this will provide a little bit of comedy, I think, for Maurice's storyline, especially if they're gonna keep giving us this whole Q stuff that's happening. If we develop some kind of other love interest over here, I would be excited to see that, because I don't want to not see Maurice, I just don't want to see Q. And then at the end of the trailer, y'all, we see Andi telling Zach and Fatima, when they find the camera footage from the garage, both of y'all are going to jail. But Andi, is there any camera footage, sis? Because remember when Jasmine rolled up on you and Fatima had to pull that gun out, and y'all pointed out that there was no cameras in the actual garage. There's only cameras when you drive in at the entrance, so you can see who enters and who exits, but you can't see what they actually do in there. Yeah, okay, so they're good. Andi, mind your business, girl. Like, Fatima got this. It's gonna be okay. Fatima, you keep it cute with Zach and don't tell him too much. Don't tell him what actually happened, so that if any of y'all get put up on somebody's stand, you can lie and it will be the truth, because it'll be your truth. And that's it, that's all. We're gonna get out of this okay. Hayden is not actually dead. Again, watch my video, is Hayden dead? Because I want to talk about Gary and him being in that garage at the same time, because we also get to see in the trailer that Gary's talking about he's gonna win Andi back at all costs, and he's actually in the parking garage at that time too. And y'all know he was waiting on Andi to come in. Andi was late because she was with Robin, and that just feels like a whole little nicely written story mess, honey, and I'm kind of here for it. But yeah, Okay, y'all, that is my full breakdown of the episode 2 trailer, the extended trailer that we saw. We also got a preview at the end of the episode, and I did a preview video for that. So if you want to go check that out, there was a few different scenes that were in the preview that you can hear me break down as well. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, turn on your bell notifications. Be sure to follow me on your favorite social media sites at ericavane.com. On all of them, all spelled out. I am on Twitter, I am on Instagram, I am on Facebook, and I am on TikTok, and I would love for you to join me and keep the conversation going there. I have my Is Hayden Dead video coming, as well as my full breakdown for episode 1. I did my initial thoughts video, which gave you guys all of my thoughts when I first watched the episode, but my full breakdown video is going to include a little bit more deep diving, as well as shoppable links for some of these fire looks that we got from the sisters on episode 1. So be sure to check out those videos and hit the subscribe button. It's your good sis Erica Vane, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.